Welcome to the Foul Mouth News, where the filters are off and the language is colorful. If you are offended by profanity or vulgarity in general, not to mention political incorrectness, this video is not for you. You have been forewarned. So if you have virgin ears, be prepared because they are about to be violated.
Hello everyone. Now I know this is a couple days late and I tend to do videos a couple days late, but there's stuff I see over the weekend that I want to cover for Monday. And this is one of the things that I want to cover for Monday. We have from News 4 Jacksonville in Florida. We got an article, as I said, published on the 27th. It's a relay from the Associated Press. Didn't see it with the Associated Press. And this is one fucked up situation. All right. Part of the reason why this happened is because the fucking owner of the pizza shop, if like she's not a gig worker, like say doing Uber Eats or whatever, which the person paid cash, so she's probably working directly for a pizza shop, didn't fire her ass. Because I'm sure what she tried to pull here that led to this stabbing that her and her fucking boyfriend pulled, she's pulled it before. And I'm sure customers complained. And what he should have done, because it's theft, all right, is fired her ass. All right, she makes some bullshit thing up about, oh, it's company policy, all right, to cover for her fucking thievery. That's another reason why she should be fired. So, again, this happened in Central Florida. It was in Kissimmee. Title here: Pizza deliverer in Florida charged with stabbing pregnant woman 14 times over bad trip. You mean pizza delivery driver, but whatever. Yeah, over bad tip. Now, she wouldn't have got the bad tip if she didn't play fucking stupid games, because when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. She caused herself to have a shitty fucking tip. All right, in the fucking dirty South. She wouldn't have probably got a $10 tip, but she would have still got something. Like probably probably $4 or $5 instead of the $2 that she got, which I wouldn't have even given her the $2. I would have been like, you're going to try to walk off my money? Fuck you. Like, you can keep the fucking silver change, bitch. Because offering a tip, and I've worked tip jobs, okay? I believe that you should tip someone if they're doing a service for you. Whether it be pizza delivery, whether it be waiting on a table, whatever the case may be. And I've done all these things. That's like high school. I worked at one shop. I was delivering and waiting tables. Sometimes I did it at the same fucking time somehow. That's high school. College. I paid my way, working in kitchens on a line and as a chef, and working at pizza shops, delivering and working behind the counter at them. Cooking and doing everything else. So I'm not, foreign to what this situation is. I'm speaking from experience. This bitch should have been fired. That way this would never have fucking happened. Let's get into this. So, a deliverer in Central Florida has been charged with pushing her way into a motel room with an accomplice and stabbing a pregnant woman over a dispute over a tip, authorities said. Yeah. Oh, they had a picture of her on this video at the beginning. It's all fucked up. Stabbed her in the head, all that. I mean, really fucked up shit. This woman should, with what she did, she's clearly pulled this shit before, and she should have been fired by the pizza shop. And I hope, and I'm not saying pig pile on them and fucking, give this shop a bunch of shit. But I hope someone went to the owner and said, dude, this is on you in part. Because you should have fired the fucking thieving cunt. And she wouldn't have done this. Brianna Avello, 22, was charged with stabbing a woman in her motel room in Kissimmee, Florida, a short time after delivering pizza to her on Sunday, according to the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. The woman gave Avello, whatever her name is, $50 on a $33.10 bill, expecting change back, which should always be the given. You should be, as a delivery driver, you should expect them to want their change. Okay, silver change is usually a given. Okay, because they don't expect you, most people don't expect you to have, the silver change on you. Trust me, there was one customer who owned a business who always used to try to get the fucking free delivery because, you know, oh, we own a business. Yeah, we're delivering to your house. And then they would try to screw us out of $1, you know, because the dollar went to the drivers on the delivery charge at that particular shop. Yeah. All right. You fucking people are ridiculous when it comes to, like, the cheap fucking shit. All right. But this right here, all right, she's just trying to walk away with it. So they gave her a $50 bill. All right. So when Olivo started walking away, you know, she wanted money back. All right. Those assholes would want the silver change. So every time I would go, right before I would go to them, I would make sure I had the silver change because they would literally want it down to the fucking silver change. That particular house. They were so bad that one year, I remember we delivered like 3 or 4 cases for a huge party of wingdings. You know, we cooked them up, did a catering order for them. And all the people there knew how cheap they were. So they all threw me money. I mean, like, I made bank because they're all throwing me 5s and stuff. They felt so bad because they knew that I delivered to them all the time and that I was constantly getting screwed, or any driver was. So, I mean, I ended up, no word of a lie, on that big catering order. And this is back in the, you know, let's see, mid-90s, 95, 90, like 96 or 97. Somewhere around there, 95, 96. Probably 96, 97. That they ended up giving me like $80 between all the people just chipping in. Well, those people got bullshit when they found out and tried to make me give back the money, which they were going to keep it themselves. And the owner actually called them out on it. One of the other owner, the other brother, would have fucking made me give it back, even though they would have kept it themselves. All right, as opposed to, which he knew, they both knew that they were like that, because, oh my God, they're such good customers. But this brother was like, look, you don't tip my drivers. Your guests tip my drivers, and now you want to take that money away from him? Go to hell. And he hung up on him. I was like, thank you. But I mean, this isn't that type of situation. Don't expect the silver change. Okay, they're not expecting the silver change, but they're expecting the hard currency back. So on that $50, she was expecting $16 back. You probably would have got a $6 tip if you were just fucking legit. But no. So she started walking away. The woman asked for money back, and the pizza deliverer told her they don't make changes of policy according to her arrest report, which is bullshit. You have to have a bank on you. She was just saying that because she figures people are going to go, oh, and lose out on a $16 fucking dollar, you know, fucking theft from them. This is ridiculous. So anyway, the woman began searching for smaller denominations and 2 purses in her motel room and in her car. Well, with Alvelo watching, she got a smaller dollar bill from her boyfriend for whom she was staying at the hotel along with her 5-year-old daughter, and Alvelo's tip ended up being $2, the report said. Yes, if this stupid fucking cunt had just, instead of sitting there being a cunt, okay, an entitled cunt thinking she's going to get $16, if she had just made change for the fucking woman, she probably would have got $4 or $5, $6. The person would have probably kept the 10 and given her $6. But she got fucking greedy, and then instead of looking at the fact that she fucked up, she goes full on fucking psycho. This gives delivery fucking a bad name. This is the type of shit that makes, like, people see this shit and they go, oh my God, delivery drivers could be like, you know how, like, fucking old school Top Gear, like, you know, Hammond, May, and Clark would talk about, like, truck drivers being rapists and murderers and shit. I mean, give me a break. So anyway, Alvelo rolled her eyes and walked away without saying anything, the report said. Well, you stupid fucking cunt, if you hadn't opened your mouth and said, oh, we don't make change, when you clearly, I'm guessing, had a fucking $20 bank on you, because every fucking delivery driver has a $20 fucking bank on them minimum. And me, when I did it, not only would I have a $20 bank on me, I would tend to keep $100 cash in change in my wallet just in case there was someone who had a $100 bill. And I just started delivering for my shift. I mean, I put my way through college doing this shit. It's these fucking people that give delivery drivers a bad name. This is on the owner of the shop, because I'm sure that she's done this before. We actually, at one of the shops that I know an owner of, okay, we actually were talking about a guy who tried to play these fucking games. And the owner's like, what the fuck, dude? We're the busiest shop in the area. You make fucking bank and you're going to play these fucking games? He couldn't believe that the guy was playing fucking games like this. His drivers make upwards of, they average $20, $30, $40 an hour, depending on how good they are at the job, how many deliveries they take. Okay, at $30 an hour, you work a 40-hour week. That's just in tips, plus your hourly wage. You're making $30 an hour, so 30 times 40 hours, that's $1,200 fucking dollars. And they're fucking gonna play shady games like that at his shop? When they can make, $30 an hour easy? I mean, maybe in Florida it's a different story, but still, you don't play fucking games like this. Anyway, a short time later, the woman, her boyfriend, and daughter were asleep when they heard a knock on the motel room door. The woman opened the door and was confronted by a woman who authorities said was Alveo, and an armed man, both wearing face masks, who pushed their way into the room. The armed man ordered the boyfriend into the bathroom. Alveo rummaged through their belongings in the motel room, then stabbed the woman 14 times with a pocket knife as she shielded her daughter, the arrest report said. And the woman was all fucked up from this. Her head's all wrapped up. Her face is all fucked up. This bitch fucked him up good. Tooled this woman up good. And from my perspective, having experience in the industry, I mean, mind you, even though it's years ago, having experience in the industry, this is on the fucking owner, because this bitch has probably pulled this type of shit. Not necessarily the fucking robbery aspect, but the trying, like on the note of like masks and going in and stealing shit from someone. She probably has. For all we know, I wouldn't be surprised if you go and you look. There are multiple houses that were broken into that she delivered to, if this is the fucking case. All right, with what she did to this fucking woman. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, but the thing is if she's fucking played this game before with trying to walk off with people's fucking money like that, the owner has been called. The owner should have fired her. If the owner had fired her, this would not have happened. This incident would have been a non-incident. Because I'm telling you right now, people will call and complain about less. The guy that I know, the shop I was just talking about, the owner of it, he's had people call and bitch about less shit. Oh, your driver took a couple minutes in my driveway. How long was he there? I don't know, less than 5 minutes. So he was sitting there and you're going to call and complain about it. Maybe he was getting things ready for his next delivery. Maybe he was organizing real quick. Well, I just didn't like the fact that he was sitting in my driveway. It made me feel a little scared. If he was sitting there for 10, 15, 20 minutes, ma'am, I can understand. But he was there for less than 5. I mean, this is the type of shit people will bitch about less. This bitch should have been fired well before this point, because she's clearly pulled this shit before in regards to expecting people to fucking just hand over their money and not get change back. I mean, it's ridiculous. Anyway, the arrest report said the woman had just found out she was a few weeks pregnant. She was taken to a hospital where she underwent surgery for a ruptured lung. This fucking cunt stabbed her and punctured her lung. They don't want to say that, so they're like, oh, ruptured lung. No, she got stabbed in the lung. I mean, this is some fucked up shit. Alvelo is facing charges of attempted murder, home invasion with a firearm, kidnapping, and aggravated assault with a weapon. An online court docket showed no attorney for her ahead of a first appearance hearing on Thursday. She said in court papers she couldn't afford an attorney and asked one be appointed to her. Well, I hope, I want public defenders to be the best ones out there, but I hope she gets the absolute worst, because this fucking bitch is a psycho fucking cunt. All right, this deserves a Rocco.
Fuck.
Even if it's at the end.
The fucking fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck.
Well, it certainly illustrates the diversity of the word.
I mean, seriously, I put some of the blame on the owner of the pizza shop. No matter how you want to look at it. This person has done this shady shit before of taking people's money and walking away without fucking, giving them the change back. Because the way that a transaction should be when you're a pizza, because gig is different because they already prepay that shit. Okay, but if it's if it's a pizza shop, you have the change. Okay, and like I said, most people don't care about their fucking silver change. So if it's $33.10, right, for that order. So you go 34, you go 35, take a 1, okay? If you want to make sure that, you know, you don't get a $1 tip, give them 5 more ones. So you give them 6 ones and then say, oh, sorry, you palm your 5s. And you go, well, there's 6 ones and a 10 if you got it, okay? Or you give 6 ones and 2 5s. So that way, they have to give you something, like more than $1. Not have to, but they're more apt to, I should say. All right? That's all you got to do. This bitch, this entitled fucking cunt, thinks that she can fucking just take the money and walk away. This is Gen Z entitlement. It's psycho fucking bullshit, but it's also Gen Z entitlement. Because, of course, Gen Z, okay, like this, think that they're fucking entitled to shit. It's fucking hilarious. Some Gen Z are like that because they've seen millennials with their entitlement. All right? But there are other Gen Z. I mean, hell. At that shop that I was talking about, I met a kid who's going to college, comes back on breaks. Me and him were talking, and he's like, he was like, I made $150 in tips in 6 hours. And I was like, yeah? He's like, holy shit, dude. It's like, that's probably more money than I'd make once I get my degree. And that's just in tips. I should quit college. And I'm like, nah, man, if you're going to college for something practical, stay in college. But like, he couldn't believe it. There's good money to be made in it. So you don't have to be greedy like this fucking cunt. Anyway, yeah, I had to start off the week with this because this right here, this is a failure of like the pizza shop and like her upbringing. All right, because like I said, I saw like with seeing this. This needs more attention because, and I like on the note of like something that should be covered because it goes and shows an entitlement situation that led to her entitlement making her, or invoking her would be more accurate because it didn't make her, she chose, you know, drove her to go and try to murder a bitch over a $2 tip, a woman, because she isn't a bitch. But she's lucky she got the $2 tip with the shit she fucking pulled. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you've made it this far and haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to subscribe over on the other platforms where this channel's content is uploaded to, as well as subscribe and follow over on sites like Minds, Gab, and Parler. Links to each are in the description.